Welcome to the ship tour of Harmony of the Seas. I'll go through the entire ship, including 12 of the rooms at the very end. But first, a little more about the Harmony of the Seas. It is just under 227,000 gross tons and roughly 1,188 feet in length. First set sail in 2016. I will start at the top deck and work my way down. Starting on deck 17 is one of the exclusive area for suite guests, the Suite Lounge. Doesn't matter what kind of suite you're staying in, if you're in a suite room, this is for you. Plenty of lounge areas, drinks, some food, wonderful views. The other half of this area is the coastal kitchen. Again, exclusively for the suite guests. At the front of the ship is the suite sun deck. This is the only part of the ship that I missed. So we'll be jumping down to deck 16. Just below the suite lounge is the Windjammer. This is the buffet area. This would have meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Always delicious, a wide variety, and again, wonderful views as well. Because you're under the suite lounge, it's almost identical views, just a little bit lower. Still on deck 16, the very back of the ship, you have the Flow Rider. If you want to do some surfing at sea, this is where you'll go. Personally, I just don't have the skills for this. Because if you know me, I'm going to wipe out. Which is probably why they have the wipeout bar right here. Very convenient. And just across from this, you have the Ultimate Slide Abyss. Which I'll show you later where it pops out at. It's a pretty long slide, so it's pretty cool. And just around the corner, they have the zip line. On deck 15, you have a variety of areas. On one side of the ship, you have the Harmony Dunes, which is basically the golfing area. So if you like putt-putt, this is the spot to be. You also have the sports courts, which is where going to be a basketball, volleyball. The sports that played here will change throughout the day. At the front of the ship, deck 15, you're going to have the solarium area. This is the adults only area of the ship. So you can enjoy the cruise in peace and quiet. Maybe a little chattery here and there, but no crazy kids jump around in these hot tubs. Also, if you go up these stairs, you are going to have a bar up here, even more lounge area. So you have plenty of area to explore at the solarium. And if you get hungry, want a little bite to eat, you have the Solarium Bistro. They do have some food options to have while you're chilling out in this area. No reservations needed, just walk in. It is a buffet style. Alright, this was the very front of the ship. Now starting to walk to the back. This is where you have the pool area. In this area, they're going to have a beach pool, a main pool, and a sports pool. The sports pool, you're going to have some of the sports activities in there. They all have something a little different. They're all built a little differently as well. So there is a pool for everyone. And of course, no pool will be complete without a pool bar. So right here, where you're lounging in the sun, be sure to grab a drink. Right next to that is the kids area. You have the splash pad, Splash Away Bay. So this is where the kids are going to have a lot of fun in the water. A bunch of activities for them to do. The pools and Royal Caribbean are very kid friendly. Towards the back of the ship, heading inside, you have the video arcade. This is one of the two arcades on this ship. This is the bigger of the two arcades as well. Also, you're going to find the living room. This is the teens club area of the ship, not the kids club, the teen area. There's a difference. It's the age. And no teenager wants to say they're going to the kids club. This is where I have plenty of activities where they could come and go as they please, as well as a little disco area, dance room for them. This is where I have some of the dance events for the teens. In the very back, the mini bites areas will get a quick little snack. Deck 14, front of the ship, on the inside, you have the kids club. I didn't get a good video of each individual parts of the kids club because the kids are already in there. But they have tons of activities for the kids, very engaging, and they can even watch your kids late at night for a small fee. They have cameras all over this place, as well as everyone who works in this area has a degree in education. Right next to this, you have the puzzle break room. This is Royal Caribbean's escape room. Not your average escape room. It is built for a challenge for everything to be very durable. It is an additional fee. But as you can see, this place looks awesome. You should give it a try. On deck 12, you have Wonderland in the middle of the ship. And have you seen Alice in Wonderland? Well, this place is set up very similar. It is a very interactive 3D dining experience on the ship with unique food options. When you think of Wonderland, how things are kind of odd, that's kind of theme here. Makes for a very unique dining experience. And yes, the Mad Hatter does run around here too. Rest of this deck is rooms. All the way to deck 8. Dazzles is a beautiful area. Great bar and lounge area. And if you have a large group of people, this is a place you may have some kind of events at as well. But that's special cases. I'm not talking about 8-10 people, I'm talking like 100 plus. So people who want to have an event or corporate meeting on board the ship, this is one of the places where you can have it. I'll show you some later as well. Come to the Central Park area. Very beautiful, lots of greenery. Even animal noises out here, birds, etc. You also have Chopped Squirrel, which is a steakhouse. You have 150 Central Park is a steakhouse. There are several bars outside as well. There's a Park Cafe, which is another dining area. This one has come as you are, no reservation needed. You have Jamie's Italian, which is their Italian themed restaurant. Very delicious food. You also have Vintages, which is basically a bar lounge. Not very many people go in here. You come here for a good time. You do have a few shopping areas. And I can't forget the Rising Tide bar. This bar goes up and down several levels. So you may start drinking on one level, the bar will move to another level. You can get off of that one, you can stay on until you get back up eventually. Up to you. Deck 7 has rooms. So does Deck 6, but Deck 6 has a few more places like the Spa Center. You have the Vitality Cafe, which is a place where you get some food and drinks and part of the Vitality at Sea Fitness Center. As you can see, this is where you're going to get all of your pampering done. They have a lot of skincare products, Maddie, Petty, Fitness Center. Be sure to get your workout on. I know some people love that, some people hate it. Going towards the mid to the back of the ship, you have the Schooner Bar. Never know if I say this place correctly. I heard it say several ways. But in Royal Caribbean, this is my favorite part to be at. This is the piano bar, as well as some delicious drinks, best I've had at sea in Royal Caribbean. Right across from this, you have the photo area. So any photos you may have had for someone taken on Royal Caribbean, this is where you're going to find it. Going back outside, you have the Boardwalk area, which is jam-packed with activities. You have the Boardwalk Doghouse, where you get any of your hot dog needs. Variety of hot dogs, very delicious right here. For the kids, you have a carousel, as well as a second arcade on this ship. It's a little bit of a smaller arcade, but it's a second arcade. Right across, on one side of the carousel, you have Starbucks. Yes, you do get your Starbucks points here, you just can't redeem them at this spot. And it's not included in the drink package, so it is pay a la carte. The other side, you have more shops. You also have Johnny Rockets, which is a old-fashioned diner. Great burgers, shakes, malts, that kind of thing. Keep in mind it is an extra charge though. You have some more restaurants and bar at this area. So again, no shortage of bars on this ship. Come get your Mexican food right here. Alright, we found it. This is where the ultimate abyss slide that I mentioned pretty much at the beginning of the video comes out right here. So you go down quite a few floors. And the very back, you're going to see this on every Oasis class ship, is the Aqua Theater. Royal Caribbean is known for this. And once they put this in their first ship, it's been in all of them ever since. They have unique shows here not found on any other cruise line, because no other cruise line has a setup like this. So this is the ultimate Royal Caribbean experience right here. They also have a rock wall that goes up. Test out your rock climbing skills. The Royal Theater spans several decks, decks 3, 4, and 5, where you'll find a bunch of Royal Caribbean's wonderful shows, from Broadway shows to the Love and Marriage show and more. Deck 5, you have On the Air Comedy Club, where all the comedy club action happens right here. One of my favorite plates on any ships. Belarus is a Latin themed bar on the ship. This is also where they have Latin themed music. So if you want to have some Latin drinks and dance some to Latin music, this is where you're going to be at. Then you have a few more retail shops. You have the Boot and Bonnet Pub. This is basically the English pub, a pub known for its very bold flavors. Everyone loves cruises for their pizza. Looking for one of the best pizzas at sea? Check out Sorrento's right here. Very simple, just walk in line, tell them what kind of pizza you want, and they'll cut you a few slices, as much or as little as you want. Cafe Promenades, where you're going to have a lot of your breakfast items, and 24/7 food, no matter what time of day it is. And of course, coffee. The next cruise desk is a place that people may not know about, where you get exclusive deals on your next cruise while on the ship. And once you leave, those deals may not be as nice and there's a time limit on them, so it's best to book it then. Guest services is where you will go in case anything goes wrong on the ship, or you have a few questions. The Bionic Bar is right here. Fortunately, the bar is asleep right now, so you don't get to see all this cool action, but you could bet this is the place I'm going to be at. You have the port shopping area as well as the loyalty desk. In the very back, you have one of the main dining rooms spanning several decks, 5, 4, and 3. Technically, they're different names, but it's the same area of the ship, just different deck. So we have amazing 3-course meals for dinner, and be sure if you want more or try several things, you could always ask for that. Maybe you want to try a little bit of everything, but get smaller portions of each. Just ask, they'll do it for you. They do have breakfast and lunch here. Deck 4, you have the Attic, which is another comedy club. You have the Crown Lounge. This is the Casino Royale, the non-smoking casino. The other casino does have smoking allowed. This one has no smoking, and you can see why it is smaller. I guess people who do casinos like smoking. I don't know. Midship, you have Studio B, which is my favorite area. They have amazing ice skating shows. They have people who ice skate for a living, like true professionals, like former Olympians performing here. So expect top-of-the-line entertainment at these ice shows, and that sometimes you can even ice skate yourself. This is the art gallery. We can enjoy the art as you go from one side of the ship to another. And if you love it, you can always buy some as well at the art auction. Casino Royale is the smoking casino on the ship, and it is humongous. Table games, slot machines, Royal Caribbean is known to have amazing casinos on their ships. At the very bottom, you have the conference center where you have conference rooms available for reservations for those large groups, business meetings, etc. So if you want to have your business meeting on the ship, this is one of the other places I was talking about. Has a lot of room. You can rent both sides, just one of the sides. It's up to you. It's first come, first serve. So on top of having dedicated conference space on this ship, you have a good time when you're not in your meeting. So why not have your next conference on the ship? All right, now that we've seen all of the ship, let's get started on the staterooms. I have 12 rooms I'll be going over today. I will start with the smallest to the largest. All right, let's hop right into it. Starting with the smallest room on deck 12, room 671. This is your interior room with 149 square feet. As you can see, this is one of the smaller rooms on the ship. It does have a good amount of closet space as well still. This bed configuration is 2 twin size beds converted to be a king size. Take a quick look at the standard bathroom. As you can see, even though it's the smallest room on the ship, 2 people could comfortably fit in here. Alright, the second room is on deck 12, 670. This is the standard balcony room. The standard balcony room has 182 square feet on the inside and 50 square feet on the balcony for a total of 232 square feet. This bed happens to be in the same configuration, 2 twins to a king, as well as a sofa right here. So normally you would see beautiful water instead of the cruise terminal. We're going to head back in. Then we're going to head to the next room. Same deck, room 674. Same room type, but this one is a trundle bed. So instead of having a sofa, you have a trundle bed. You can see technically this can seat 2 people, one on the top, and as you pull the second one out, the second one can fit in the bottom. It's not all the way out, it's only partially the way out. So the main bed is 2 twins. You can keep it as separated or one big king size, and then you have one top of the trundle bed and one at the bottom. So 4 people total. Next room is on deck 12, 639. It's the Central Park View balcony with 182 square feet on the inside and 52 on the balcony for a total of 234. It's a little bit more square foot as the last one. You see the bathroom, it's roughly the same. You still have some closet space right here. You have the couch, the vanity area, plenty of room in this one. Configuration of this bed is the 2 twins separated instead of being one king size bed. Head to the actual balcony part, and this is where you're going to see the difference on the balcony. So you're not seeing the ocean like the previous one, but you're seeing the Central Park area of the cruise ship. So right across from you, you're going to see the other balcony rooms. And down below, you're going to see the beautiful view of Central Park. A lot of greenery, you're going to hear some nature noises, etc. Okay, next room, deck 12, 725. You have the Boardwalk balcony view room. Still 182 square feet on the inside, 52 in the balcony for a total of 234 square feet. Pretty much everything's going to be the same. But the real difference is what you're going to see when you walk outside of the room. So you open those curtains, you're still going to see the rooms are right across from you, but you're going to be at the Boardwalk part of the ship, not the Central Park. So you could people watch from here if you're that kind of person. If you really want to get a great view of the Aqua Theater from your room, stay tuned. I got something for you coming up. But I love this view of the name of the ship right here, Harmony of the Seas. Perfect. Next room, deck 14253, is an accessible room. Now I'm freeze framing this right here because I didn't actually go in, because when I caught this, I happened to be walking by the room, did not realize it was an accessible room. Otherwise I would have gone in quarter to the inside. Even from this brief view, you could see from here, you can see there is a ramp going onto the balcony area. So yes, if you're in need of a wheelchair, a cane, etc., you can easily get onto the balcony. Even from this freeze frame right here, you can see that the space is a lot more open than your standard balcony room, so it would be easier for you to get around. Typically the bathroom is going to be set up the similar way to make it easy for you getting it out, and with railings for you to grab onto. Alright, heading to the next room, deck 12, 636. It's a junior suite room. 287 square feet on the inside, 80 square feet on the balcony. So you have room in this room. This comes with a C-class benefit, so dedicated check-in line, priority boarding, dinner at the coastal kitchen, based on availability, plush bathrobes while on board, luxury pillow tops, mattress, linen, luxury bathroom amenities, and lava espresso coffee machine. I'm not a coffee person, so I'm probably butchering that. Next room, deck 12-660, is the Grand Suite. This has 371 square feet in the inside of the room, 105 square feet in the balcony. You can see how massive these rooms are, basically 2 rooms in one, and there's a noticeable difference in the size of the balcony as well. Headed back inside, and there's a notable size difference in the bathroom too, so you have room in the bathroom. Next room is deck 1762. This is the Crown Loft Suite. And this is the first of the 2 bathrooms in this suite. And you turn around and wow, you have space. Because you have 554 square feet on the inside and 114 on that balcony for a grand total of 659 square feet. When you go back to the inside, you'll be able to see the difference on the inside. Look at all this space. You got a little sofa, you got a TV down here, got some storage space. And go up these stairs, and these stairs actually have a lot of room for you to step. They're not narrow at all. And when you get to the second floor, this is where your bed is at. So the bottom floor is all for just chilling out. This is where you'll sleep at. And you have a TV that pops up from the ceiling right there. You have a vanity area, even more space, and in this is your second bathroom. The one downstairs is just a shower. This one's a shower and a tub. Next room, deck 14, room 240. This is the 1-bedroom owner suite, which has 566 square feet on the inside, 243 on the balcony, for a total of 799 square feet. This has tons of room. The Sky Class amenities comes with concierge service, all-day access to coastal kitchen, specialty bottled water, Zoom, the fast internet seat included, flexible boarding and arrival time, priority departure, priority dining reservations, reserved seating in the entertainment venues, suite lounge access that has complimentary hors d'oeuvres and cocktails every evening, access to the suite sun deck, as well as other amenities included in the previous access level as well. As you can see, there is plenty of space in this room, whether it be in the bedroom, a huge vanity area. With a room like this, you will never feel cramped. In the balcony, you could notice the huge size difference. Not only do you have chairs on this balcony, but you have loungers, so you actually truly relax. And you have multiple of them as well. Deck 12, 730, you have the spacious Aqua Theater suite with 1 bedroom. See how massive this bathroom is, because there's plenty of space because you have 562 square feet on the inside. And what's absolutely insane about this room is you have 589 square feet on the balcony. So there's more room on the balcony than there is on the inside of the room, for a total of 151 square feet. So let's check out this massive balcony right here. So come out the side, and you can see is a long, thin area, and bam. Plenty of lounge space right here. Little table, turn back around, and just look at all this space. And you're about to see why they call this the Aqua Theater Suite. Because why do you need reservation at the Aqua Theater show when you could just come right here, take a look down, and bam, a perfect view of the Aqua Theater. And if you're having trouble to sing, they have a pair of binoculars included in here too. So I mean, this is going to be prime time seating for this show. These rooms keep getting more and more massive. Deck 8, room 330, is another Aqua Theater suite. The larger balcony and 2 bedrooms has 823 square feet on the inside, 772 square feet on the outside, for a total of 1,595 square feet. You can see the first bedroom right here. 2 twins made out to be a king size. Behind those mirrors is a closet. There's plenty of storage space in there. Your own vanity for this room. And your bathroom as well. If you thought the last balcony was big, check this one out. As you walk to the front, you do have a little thin area right here. We'll pop on the other side and get a better view of the Aqua Theater. Even from your bedroom, you can have a window view of the outside. And look at this incredible view of the Aqua Theater. This one's a little more up close and personal. But you still have that pair of binoculars just in case. Alright, heading back inside, we're going to check out the second room. You have your own vanity in here, but this is where you have 2 twins, 1 on each side, and 2 drop down beds that come from this thing. So these are the upper Pullmans. So you can fit up to 4 people in this second room right here. Then you're heading out to the living room area. Plenty of space, storage, closet, another vanity. Great view of the outside. We're just on the other side of this window a few moments ago. And a little dining area with a few hors d'oeuvres included as well. Alright, that was the largest room I was able to view on Harmony of the Seas. The largest room on the ship was already occupied, so maybe next time I'll get lucky and get a glimpse of that one. If you liked that video, I have plenty of other Royal Caribbean ships, as well as ship tours, so be sure to check those out to figure out which Royal Caribbean ship is for you. See y'all next time, and cruise on.